All right.
ഇപ്പോൾ ഓക്കെ ആവും.
Okay, right. So we are talking about the testing. So there are actually, I said, like there are two type of testings available. Number one is this, right? Manual testing. Number two is automated testing. Huh? Two type of testings available. So first we will talk about manual testing. So what is manual testing mean? Without running the automated script example, right? Without running the automated script. So manually testing until the test will be done. That means you have to individually go to the codings, or you have to individually go to the programs and test one by one whether you have written everything into the order, right? So this testing will be take so long, and you should have experience to do this testing. So you should previously work in a lot of testing area, then only you can do the manual testing. So nowadays most of the applications and software, they won't do the manual testing, right? So all are mostly doing by automated testing, right? Everything will be done by the automated. So manual testing is very low, but still we have this concept, but we are not using in a day-to-day life, right? So the second one is automated testing. So automated testing will be the automatic one, right? I think you are learning VB.NET. So VB.NET interface have the automated testing, right? So it have the automated testing. So when you press the play button, then it will run and compile all the codes what you have written. Then if there is any errors, it will just underline and show this the error in the code, so we can't run it like, right? So that will be script, right? There are script will be written in behind, so that will be basically run that particular software and see, right? So these are the two type of testing area. So first we will write down testing type. Under that you already wrote that one, so then you write manual testing and paragraph, automated testing and paragraph. So if you finish, tell me. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So everybody okay?
No, sir, please. Okay, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then these are the some main tools used in automated testing. Yeah? So the manual testing, as I told you, you have to see the code, right? You have to see the code one by one lines, and you have to test it yourself, right? Whether it is working. That is manual testing. Automated testing mean here these are the very famous tools available to test your software. So this Visual Studio Testing Professional, that is you are using now, right? VB graphical user interface. So that Visual Studio Testing Professional is there, so that we are using. But other than that, these are the other professional testing, HP Quick Testing Professional, right? So these are the testing software. When you use, when you work in a company, you will use this, right? So this is used for HP is used for different purpose. IBM have a testing software. WinRunner is there, right? So likewise, so according to the company, they will choose what is the language they are using. Sometimes they use Java, PHP. So likewise, different programming language. So Visual Basic, you do C Sharp, C++. Likewise, interface when you do. So most of the people are using Visual Studio. So that time you can test it on that, right? Other than that, you can choose different platform, and even the company policy, they would have already chosen a, different testing platform, so that interface will be given to you, so you have to sit and work with that particular interface, right? So these are some famous tools, so just you can google it and see one by one how these tools will work, how the interface will be. Example, I'll just show you this HP quick so this is the HP Quick Test Professional, right? They will create the automatic task. So here you can see. So like this is the interface, right? So it will run the codes and some interface testing results like that. Some tools with they have the automated functions, which can create very easy, right? Easy for the users. And then test document also you can create it in the test tool itself. Then you can give to the higher management like this, right? Then the famous one. Okay, so this also HP WinRun, another testing tool where you can use to test the interface, right? You can just run the code, then you can test the interface, then it will give you the errors and reporting. Right? So they will do the training part. So each and every software, when you are trying to work, the company will be giving you training, how you have to use that particular software and how you have to do the generating. So when you test using this software, you can create easily test report also. That is another beauty. So test reports you can easily create uh, whatever you want, right? Okay. So that is testing tools. So we'll write down this, write down the tool's name also. then it's easy for you.
Okay, finish.
Yes, sir.
You know, everybody. Just search, yeah, search about these tools later, and you can get the idea.
ඇහෙන්නේ අපෝ වගේ ස්පීකර් එක පාරන පොඩ්ඩක් අහන් ඉන්න.
Okay, right. So we move to the next one. Huh? So anybody?
Okay, sir.
Right. So next one, testing method. Right. Okay, this is important, right? So testing methods, right? So how do we test method, right? Method mean now we learn about tools. Tools mean things, right? Used for testing, and these are test through using methods, right? So methodologies. So there are different method they can use for testing, right? First is a black box testing, right? This black box and white box is a very famous testing in all the places, right? Wherever you work, mostly they will use the black box and white box testing, right? So what do you mean by black box, right? Remember this word, black box. Black box mean a box with full of black, right? Black box. So black box mean we can't see anything inside, right? We can't see it because box is black, so it's fully dark, so we can't see anything inside. So that is we call black box testing. So what is black box testing mean? You can test it, but you can't see the code, right? Example, imagine a VB.NET program you want to test, right? But when you run the VB.NET, there is a login window coming, so you enter the username, password, errors are coming, stopping, and likewise, you can just test it, but only the interface. You can't see the code, how the VB.NET will be written, what are the connect and coding, and likewise, you can't go to the code and check. You can just check only the interface, graphical user. So only you can check it from outside, right? You can check it from outside, not the inside. So that kind of testing, we call it as a black box testing. So this is where you will, the company will say, for example, I'm a software company, so I want to test my program. So what I will do is, I won't recruit the staff members as a permanent employee. I just give it to outside world to test. Now, for example, there is a game called PUBG, very famous game, right? So PUBG used to test their work or the game using black box testing. They will just let the user to play, and if there is any errors coming, if there is any problem coming, the user, we have to report that there's in the software itself, there's option with the screenshot, you have to report this is not connecting or this is error, so it's not loading. So likewise, you have to report to the organization. In the game itself, there is a testing window is there, so you have to screenshot it and send it. So that kind of testing, we call it as a black box testing. So a lot of companies, to do the cost cutting stuff like that, so they will do what, they will do the black box testing. Only they will test by the users, whoever using it, they will test it, and if there is any problem, they will let the company know, then they will correct the errors, right? So that is we call black box testing. Box is black, so nobody can see the codes, only they can do the testing. Second, it's a white box testing. White box testing means the box is white, that means they can see anything inside, right? Whatever the codes and all, they can see. So if you are a permanent employee in a company, and if you are working for that particular company, they will allow you to do the white box testing, right? So then they will give you the code, software code, how they have written and everything, they will give you then what you can do is, you can just test it and see, and if there is any problem, you can go to the code and see likewise, right? So that is we call white box testing. So remember these two keywords. So for your exam also, sometimes they will ask what is black box testing and what is white box testing. So remember, black box testing means you can't see the code, you can only test from outside. It will be done by the users testing. White box testing, it's you can see the data or you can see the codes inside. It will fully open, mostly done by the employers who are working, right? So other than that, unit test is there. So unit test means you can test unit by unit, right? If it's a big code, some unit by unit, you can able to test it. First unit done, second unit do. So like class unit, right? So unit testing is there. Integrated testing is there. Integrate mean everything together you will test, right? Then functional testing. So you should test function one by one function. System testing, so then you can set the check the system flow. So first what it should have to do, second what it have to do, third what it have to do, that is we call as a system testing, right? Function mean the function, whether if you type username and password, you press OK, whether that is working, so that we call as a function testing, right? Then we have the end-to-end testing. End-to-end mean customer, what is the interface they will getting, the server, what is that, that's called end-to-end. End-to-end testing will be there. So likewise, load testing, stress testing, unstable testing, install and uninstall testing. So these are what type of testing, right? So normally this white box and black box are very famous testing where you can test everything. So here they have mentioned one by one. Load testing mean you can see there are so many users works at a time, and you can test whether that is managing the load. Example, Facebook. In 1 second, there are more than 3 million users are using every second, right? Facebook. So then you can see whether load, the Facebook will be managing the load of all the users at a time without any errors. That is we call load testing, right? So likewise, installing and uninstalling testing, whether you, when you install the software, any errors are coming, whether removing software, any install are coming. So these are what are parts in the software, other areas, right, to test. Install, uninstall, system testing, functional testing, unit testing, end-to-end testing, load testing, stress testing. So like we can test the other part, but these two are the icons or the initial important people for the testing, right? So we will write down this also, testing. Because this word you should remember when you work as a tester, they will ask, okay, today you're going to test the functions, functional testing. They will say, okay, test the functions. Then you have to keep on testing the function. Okay. So we'll write down a testing method. and all the method. Now just number it and write. Write it 1, 2, 3 likewise. Okay, so 6, 7. So it's in a different paragraph. So just number it.
Okay, sir.
Done, sir.
So, okay, sir. Finish. Excuse me, sir. Sir,
Can't hear. Hello. Test. Hello.
இப்பதான் சவுண்ட் வந்துச்சு.
Okay. Right, so hardware testing, so we are talking about hardware testing. So hardware testing is not very famous one. So software testing is very famous. Most of the companies use software because software testing is very famous. Hardware testing, what is hardware testing mean? Now for example, if you want to do a test of your RAM, right, your RAM is not working or there are some problem in, so then it is hardware testing, right? So what you do is, so that's what I have mentioned here. Testing the hardware method is not a command. Mostly the hardware is tested by checking them in physically. So hardware testing means you have to physically test, right? Through the physical inspection, hardware can be evaluated in such as quality of the product and physical design, so accessibility, right? Then quality of the power support by the cooling design. So these are what just testing our hardware equipment by manually, right? So now as an early example, if your RAM is not working, but you have to do, okay, my RAM is not working. So similar model of physical RAM you have to buy, or you have to take it from other place, and you have to put the RAM and see whether that RAM is working. So just like physically you have to test. There is no tools, no documentation. There are very few documentation. So only hardware testing they use as a manual, testing manual. So you can create testing manual. Okay, if this is not working, these are the method of doing it. Likewise, you can do the steps and do the testing. So hardware testing will be initially done by the end user itself. Now where this will work is, now you can, if you are learning a networking area, you can work as a system admin. So your job role, if you learn software development, you can work as a tester, right? Software tester is the first job. Right now I'm learning HND in software development. So then when I finish the HND or bachelor's, first I can go to a company and do, that is software testing. That is the first job role, like tools you have to do and test. But when you do other way, when you do networking area, your job role is what? Hardware technician. So you work in a company to do the hardware testing technician. There your work is hardware testing. So you should test. Hardware technician mean what is the main role? So if the computer is not working, you have to test and see. If the RAM is not working, performance is not good. So network troubleshooting. Likewise, you have to test and see whether why it's not working. So that time the first testing will be done by the user, because for example your company have 200 employee, so you have only three the network administrator or three people, right, working in the hardware area. So those three people cannot work with 300 people. No, every time they will call that is not working, this is not working. So you can't go here and there. So what basically those people will do is they will create a testing manual. So they will create a small book kind of thing, and they will train the users initially. Okay, first if your computer is not working, you have to do this. If the internet connection is not working, you have to check whether you have a internet icon in the corner. And if it is there, what is the color? So like that, they will give you a small basic instruction for the users to test by themselves. If the test is not working or still the error is there, then you have to call the technical people. So likewise, so that is we call as a manual testing document manual. So that will be done by the hardware testing people. So they will do, okay, these are the and they will do the manual, and also they will do what the basic training for the users, right? So that is we call as a hardware testing. So hardware testing, so physical design you can say, test, right? Accessibility you can test, right? Quality you can test. So like this, those will be tested. So it is mostly hardware test by the checking them in a physically, right? So that is we call as a hardware testing, right? Okay, so we'll write down this also. Not everything, just heading hardware testing. and I am highlighting areas only. You write. Heading hardware testing. Then we'll write testing the hardware methods are not common. Test by them physical. Such as quality of okay, right? So write down this, the highlighted area. Okay, done.
Yes.
Done, sir.
Others, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are some hardware testing physical instruction. As I told you, the details are there, right? What to be checked, and also we have discussed already this one. So, okay, right. This also there, right? Testing your hardware, software, right? So there is something called testing your hardware by software. So what do you mean by that is now some softwares, right? Some softwares can be test your hardware as well. Now, for example, in your computer, if your mic is not working or if your sound is not working, there are some softwares, or even in the Zoom also a functionality, you can check your mic and you can check your speaker. So what is that is testing the hardware via software. So this is very famous when you have related like hardware things when you buy, right? So when you buy some hardware things with the software functionalities, there will be a testing method. You can click the button. Mostly the speakers and mic function will be there. Then Bluetooth functions, right? Switch on, offing Bluetooth, internet, network diagnostic. So if the internet is not working, you can diagnose, right? So nowadays, uh, you can run that software, right? Then you can see whether the software will be working with the hardware, then whether that is available or if there is any problems like this, you can come and list test, right? So that likewise nowadays most of the people that they are moving to the hardware testing also using the software, right? So earlier hardware testing means a manual testing of fixing the things, checking the sound and all. But nowadays hardware testing also will be done by most of the company by the software. So the software will check whether the hardware is functioning or not, right? And these are some health and safety issues. So this is the last chapter. With this, I think slide is finished. Yeah, last area. So health and safety issues with the ICT. So now we are learning about testing. No? So testing. So when you are spending, this is the last chapter. So when you are spending so many hours with computer, or when you are spending so many, like when you are working in a company, so morning 8:30 to evening 6 o'clock, you should work with a computer. No? You have to sit in the computer. If you are a software developer, right, or if you are a tester, your main job role is you should sit in front of computer and you have to work from morning to evening. So that time, what are the safety precaution or what are the health and safety issues will come, right? First, your eyes, right? So then there will be a strengthening of lot of eyes will be the some problem will be caused on your eyesight, vision's problem, eyesight problem will be caused. That is the first one. Second, back and neck pain. So you will get a lot of back pain plus the neck pain for you when you use most of the time computer. Even when you use keyboard and without in the correct positions, then you will be having some lot of back and neck pain, right? Then the last one is hands, right? So when you use mostly typing and when you use mouses, then your hands will be cause a lot of issues. Maybe it will be leading to some of the injuries as well, right? So you should always have the precaution for these three, right? Neck and back pain. Always you should have the change the position, change the chairs, and you should have some exercising. So that's why when you see a lot of good companies, working environment, they would have give you a lot of facility. Now I'll show you the software company that means Google Office setup, right? Google Office. Right now here, this is the Google Office. So the image. Okay, so this is the Google company. So now see, the office will be something like very easy and user friendly for the people. So here, this is the office. There is no table, just like a standard office. So they can sit in here and work, right? And even I'll show you some other picture here. So they will decorate it like a small seesaw kind of thing, right? And here car setup. So like they have a very unique. This is they if they want to come down and go, right? These are the setup they have, right? Okay, so this is also one of the interface, and this is the office environment and the playing area, right? So they have a small playing area, even the exercising area, treadmills. So like, so lots of companies, like huge companies here. This is also one of a setup, right? You can keep the laptop with the monitor and you can just slowly walk and you can type the code. And also you can sit and do the relaxing, right? Relaxing tables are there. So this is a Google Office, right? This is also office setup, especially work. You can sit, eat, work, right? So why do have providing a setup like this in your environment is, right? The main function is they are always concerning about the health and safety issues, right? So health and back pain, neck pain, so and stress, right? Eyes problem, right? So they are using a different colors to work, right? So all this interface, right? So a lot of people who are working more into the software company with a very high standard software company, they will, right? Even the Microsoft, but they can have a setup like this for the for the developers to work very well in the office, right? So that is the last part. Okay, right. So we will write this one, this one, testing hardware while software. We'll write down this. Okay, done.
Done.
No, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right. Okay, so this is not necessary. Health and safety. Okay, so just we will write down the heading and the subheading, not everything. Uh, just write down health and safety issues with ICT. Then first point, second point, and only write this. Done.
Okay, sir.
Others.
Done.
Okay, good. Right. So with that, the testing part will be over, right? So that is the last slide of testing. Okay, right. So that testing part will be over. Right now, you can see this assignment. Right. So the 4.1 and 4.2, I think I have explained this. Explain what is white box testing and black box testing based on your experience. Right. Most beneficial to the programmers and which one will be more suitable for end user, right? So I told you end user and programmer, which testing will be good. So for programmer, white box testing will be good. So for end user, black box testing will be good. End user mean whoever using that software, like PUBG is end user only. They are reporting about the testing. So then they will have the black box. So they don't know how the PUBG is working and all that. That is called end user, right? So now this is 25 marks, 4.2. You can write, just you have to brief about what is testing, black box testing example, white box testing example, and how they are benefiting and all that, right? 4.2 you can do. And produce a test plan, right? This is about the hardware component, right? What, when, where, how, who, right? So these are the keyword they're asking. So produce a test plan. That means you have to prepare a small test planning for a main hardware component. That means motherboard, sorry, RAM. What is the test plan, right? How do you do testing? So just search it in the Google, test plan for RAM, test plan for motherboard, test plan for processor. Then they will give you some sample plan. There you can get the idea how the hardware test plans you have to do it. So similar way, you should do 1 or 2 test planning, right? Motherboard, what is the test plan? Then processor, what is the test plan? Right? A small documentation. For that, first you should get a knowledge about test planning for motherboard, right? So likewise. So then you can able to answer the 4.1. Then this one, right? Yeah, right. Produce a test plan to test software components of one of the standard, right? So I told you there are a lot of standards to test the software. So standards, right? White box, black box, like there are a lot of. So here they are asking components of one. So you have to provide a test plan to test a component, software component. Component mean what? So if you do a large software, a part of it we call as a component, right? Component. So big one, a small part, right? Diploma ICT, CP is a component, right? CP is a part of the whole system, right? So here same as the software testing, to test a component or so to test a part, what testing will be useful. I told you there are a lot of testings available. So what testing will be useful, and you have to explain about that particular testing. So, right? So this should be alone test, alone PC. That means individual PC. So you have to test it from one PC. So to test from one PC, which testing will be more good, right? Testing application program will be tested as been written in the company. Okay, so here they are asking about which testing plan you can use, right? In standalone PC, which testing plan is good for the programmer, right? What testing plan is good, right? So when you go to that earlier slide, then I'll explain you. Right, testing plan means they are talking about this testing method, right? This is called testing plan. Now here there are a lot of plans available, right? Black box, white box, functional system. So like that. To test a component, right? To test a part from a big system, what you should follow, or what is the testing method you should follow. So then you have to write it for 2 people. One is standalone PC. If it is individual PC, what is the testing system is good for programmer, right? What is the system will be useful, right? So likewise, you have to pick up to. So for that, you should first what you should learn about every individual methods. Load testing mean what, right? Then what system testing mean what? Functional testing mean what? Likewise, you have to search in Google and get an idea about individual testing method. Then based on the testing, you should think which one is suited for this standalone PC, which one is used for programmer. So then when you are reading the note, they will mention in the test plan, this test plan will be more suitable for programmer. Then you have to pick the test planner and you have to explain about here. And in the explanation, they will say with this testing will use for standalone PCs. then if that standalone PC words are coming, you have to say, okay, that is it. Then you have to write the answer. So that's the way you have to search about those two. Okay. Right, now when we come to the assignments, so that's all we have in the assignments. Only one part will be pending, that is 1.3, actually 1.4 this part. So I will explain that to you. Apart from that, you can do everything, right? So 4 will be fully about testing plan, right? And third will be about designing a computer. Second will be about the operating system. First will be about the computer basics, computer system. Right. So I think you have did half of this. I think already some areas you complete. So you have to concentrate on the fourth one now. Okay. So the last one more chapter is there. That is right. That is about end user support. It's also small. Only 10 slides are there. End user supports. Okay. So that is only the chapter last chapter. With that we are fully completing the CP. Then you have these assignments to be done. Then there is an online examination. So exam also I will give you some dumb exam questions, right? Even we have a system, right? I'll say put you question and send you right? Quiz. Right. Okay, I'll send you a system. So there is an online testing method we are using. So I will send you that method. What you can do is you can do the once the assignment is finished, not now, right? Once the assignment is finished, before to the original online exam, I will send you some exam paper in online format. There you can click and answer, then you will get the results, right? What is your pass rate of it? So if you can do that particular MCQ question and if you can pass, then definitely you can pass the original exam also, because exam is not that much tough. It is very easy because 60 MCQs are there. Very quickly you can do. There is nothing much harder, right? Because you are already used to the exams now. Because from grade 5 onward you are doing term exams, monthly exams. So, and this is also just a MCQ, so that's not a big deal. Even a lot of students can pass very easily. But the assignments will be very new to you, most of the people, right? This is the first assignment you're doing. So there are a lot of difficult area, uncleared area, how to do it, because you will get some practical issues. But trying to sort out the issues and talk to people and trying to finalize, because this is starting now. When you go further pro studies, HND, bachelor's, masters, when you go to the master's level, then you will be knowing the standard of doing the assignments. So easy. So this is, since it's the first time, you will feel a lot of difficulties, right? So I know, right, because I was doing a diploma also, I feel a lot of difficulties, right? So then trying to come out from the difficulties and see what you can do for that, right? Issues, what are the issues are coming. If you can't clear the question, read it again and again, trying to spot out what they are asking is. So most of the time, if you don't know the word, trying to search the word, right? So sometimes you don't know what is this word mean. So then Google it and see what is this word mean. What does this word mean? So that is give you more clarity about the question, right? So when you're trying to read the question, if you can't understand the words, trying to highlight the words and search it in the Google and see the similar meaning, then it will be about what they are actually asking. Apart from what I said, you will get more clarity. That will lead you to write so many things about the particular questions, right? And we gave you an option also. You can do the assignments manually if you don't have computer or laptop, by writing, by seeing in the phone, searching in the phone, short outing, and you can write it in your note book, right? The notebook in a A4 paper, and you can photo that A4 papers and you can upload it to the system. And the hard copy you can submit to the written one you can submit to the office, right? Then after everything over, we will give you 1 or 2 weeks to type that particular document and resubmit to the soft version, because that will be accepting the type version. So then after everything is over, we will be giving you some extra time to sit and type those particular document and give. So that is for the students who have difficulties on computer accessories. So by anyway you will have the phone, no? Just search it in the phone and read the content and trying to write the content and take a photograph into one, right? And trying to upload that into system. Right? And we are considering of some extending the deadline based on the student work. So now we have already given, I think CPU have only 3-4 days, right? So likewise, if you are submitting on this particular day, now CP we have 3 days and 14 hours. So 25th on Saturday, right? So if you everything now already, I think 4 people have submitted, it says, right? Already 4 students have submitted the assignments, right? These 4 were submitted last Monday, right? So then others have not submitted mean, so just you can submit. Otherwise, if you after submitting your draft copy, right, we will see an extended view, right? Since you have, so trying to submit on a deadline, at least a draft copy. If you are not fully completed 100%, at least some draft copy up to question 3, question 4, trying to submit that in online. So then we will see that, and we will extend for those students only. We will extending the date for some more days to do your work.
Sir,
Yeah.
இப்போ அசைன்மெண்ட் வந்து 25th சப்மிட் பண்ணி அது நாங்கள் முடிச்ச அளவுக்கு அதை சப்மிட் பண்ணியிருந்தா நீங்கள் அந்த அசைன்மெண்ட்டுக்கு இப்போ நாங்கள் பாதியில் முடிச்சிருந்தா அதுக்கு ஆன மார்க்ஸ் தான் நீங்கள் ஒரிஜினலாக தருவீங்களா அசைன்மெண்ட்?
இல்ல 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 அப்படி இல்ல. என்ன செய்யணும்னா, இப்போ நீங்க சப்மிட் பண்ணினா நீங்க வந்து ஒரு 3 கொஸ்டின்ஸுக்கு மேல செஞ்சிருக்கிறீங்கன்னு சொன்னா, ஒரு 2 கொஸ்டின் 1 கொஸ்டின் செய்யலைன்னா we will give you some extra day. அதை பார்த்துட்டு தான் தருவோம். அதாவது அதை க்ராஸ் செக் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கு பிறகு நீங்க இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டைம் தேவைன்னா நான் பர்சனலா அதில் உங்களுக்கு மெசேஜ் பண்ணணும். ஓகே, இந்த டேட்டுக்கு வரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு டைம் தந்திருக்கு ரீசப்மிட் பண்றதுக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. இந்த லாஸ்ட் டைம் நாங்கள் ஒரு மெசேஜ் பண்ணியிருந்தேன், குட் பேட் அந்த மாதிரி மெசேஜ் பார்த்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் ரிப்ளை பண்ணோம். நீங்கள் சப்மிட் பண்ணவே இல்லைன்னு சொன்னா then you have to talk to us later.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yes.
So, but marks will be given. நீங்க ஃபுல்லா செஞ்ச அப்புறம் தான் மார்க்ஸ் கொடுப்போம். Right. So any other questions, students, regarding the assignments part? Other questions regarding the assignments part?
No.
No questions, huh? Right. So what I'm going to do is now only one more chapter. So the class we will be completing that chapter fully, right? Assignments full at the week order full finish pannuvom, right? So because we are almost very fast in the track, so we are completing most of the things, right? Assignments neenga kuduthittinganu sonna don't need to worry. So I think so we will give you some extra dates for you to complete your assignments, right? So as I told you before, trying to complete the assignment which you are already know. So don't consider about the difficult assignments for you now, right? Different people have different difficult assignments. So don't consider that. Just trying to consider only the assignments which you have already know and your clear area. So trying to finish that at least. Unknown area or not clear area assignments, you can take some time and do it bit later. So then at least you would have complete, if you're okay with 4 chapter, at least you would have submitted all the 4 assignments. So that will be give you very clarity about it. Okay. Right. So with that, I will be finishing the class today. Right. So we will finish the class with this note. Next week we will complete the last part, which is end user support planning. And we will be completing the 1.4 assignments also, right? memory register. So we'll complete that. Okay, students. Thank you very much.